$5,000. For a mountain bike like this, it's a ridiculous amount of money. Trust me, I know. But give me 5 minutes to explain 5 key facts and see if I can convince you that this Revel Rascal right here is worth every single penny. Especially key fact number 5, for me, that's the biggest reason why I ordered this bike. And do me a favor, hold off on any comments right now and wait till the very, very end, and then let me know if I convinced you whether this bike is worth it or not. Let's get into it. All right, Jared, don't f this one up. Key fact number 1, built by riders for riders. This isn't just a bike built by some massive company trying to hit high sales numbers. Revel is a small rider-owned brand out of Colorado. The people building these bikes ride, crash, and fix them just like we do. And that passion, it shows in every single frame, every single bike they build. When you buy a Revel, you're supporting real mountain bikers, not some massive corporate machine just pumping out thousands of bikes year after year. Key fact number 2, hand-built quality control. Every single one of these bikes from Revel is hand-built by a member of their small crew that goes over these bikes with a fine-tooth comb, checks all the alignment, make sure the bike is shifting, make sure everything is dialed in. For me specifically, they asked me for my rider weight and my measurements. They got me the right size dropper post, had the suspension all dialed in. The only thing I had to do to this bike before taking it on his first ride was throw some tubeless sealant in there and some air in these tires, and I was out on the trail shredding, no adjustments needed. The bike worked perfectly. Yeah. And trust me, after years of riding and reviewing bikes just like this, you don't get that same level of quality control from every brand out there. Definitely not from some of the Trek bikes I've had in the past, and certainly not if you're gonna order a Walmart bike. Drop the chain again. Fact number 3, that super light carbon layup. This is the new Revel Rascal SL. SL stands for super light. This is their newest carbon layup. It's one of the lightest trail bikes that I've ever rode in this, travel range with 130 mils to travel in the rear and a 140 fork up front. 32 freaking pounds. 32 pounds. Size extra large. So with this being their 3rd generation, or the 3rd time they've designed this frame, you can tell they've really just perfected everything, put their heart and soul into making this the best possible trail bike you can get. And out on the trail, you can feel that with every pedal stroke, just flying on the way uphill. Point this thing back downhill, effortlessly floating over those jumps, bombing through that chunk. It's the kind of refinement that you get in these smaller batches of carbon frames like this with these rider-owned companies, and that quality control, everything that they put into this bike just to give you that premium level riding experience. And that brings me perfectly on to key fact number 4, the latest and greatest components and tech. With this being that newest iteration of Revel Rascal frame. That means I'm getting the newest iteration of SRAM drivetrain, RockShox suspension, wheels, tires, brakes, all the latest parts and components. And yes, I could have ordered last year's model. Even the Revel V2 is on sale right now at the Revel Rascal site and saved a few $1,000s, which could be worth it if you're looking for a bike that's almost as good and quite a bit cheaper. But if you want the latest and greatest components and tech, you're gonna pay that price tag for it. But that brings me right on to key fact number 5, the real biggest reason why I chose this bike, why I love Revel, hearing about them so much, and why I wanted to support them so bad. Small brand, big freaking soul. I mean, have you guys seen any of the interviews with Adam from Revel Bikes? True underdog story. You know, this company came out of nowhere, him building bikes in the garage with his friends. The next thing you know, they just skyrocketed to fame and the bikes were being featured next to Santa Cruz and Specialized. But then he sold the company and the investors there just tanked it. He bought it back and now the company is like rising from the ashes. It's a great story. You definitely got to check out those interviews if you haven't seen them. I mean, you just hear that guy talk. You meet any of the guys from Revel, from the team, man, you can just feel their soul. You can feel the passion they put into each one of these bikes. And that matters a lot to me. And I really think it should matter to you. And I know that's a hard choice to make when it comes to your pocket, your wallet, and your money. But I'm telling you, when you throw a leg over this bike, you can feel that pride that they took. You can feel that precision. Everything is just dialed in. There's not a single bolt, a single nut, a single adjustment that hasn't been fine-tuned when this bike is shipped to you. You're definitely paying that premium level price, don't get me wrong, but you're getting a premium level mountain bike. So yeah, $5 grand. It's a shit ton of money to spend on a mountain bike. But when you look at these 5 key facts right here, you start to realize just what you're paying for. That craftsmanship, that precision, that innovation, attention to detail. A company that actually gives a damn about riders like us, because that's who they are. So the Revel Rascal, it may not be for everybody, but if you're truly serious about riding, then this bike right here, it is worth every single penny. But now it's time to hear from you. Drop that comment down below. Let me know if I convinced you whether this bike right here is worth it or not. Which one of these 5 key facts was your favorite? Check out that next video right there. And remember, at the end of the day, no matter which bike you choose, it's all about getting stoked, going riding, and having some fun, people.